Hey guys, so I am in the kitchen and I am getting ready to make a brown sugar scrub. I'm actually teaching a course on domestic violence, and tomorrow we're talking about self-care, which is something that I don't think is really talked about a lot when we think about domestic violence. And I am making this group of ladies a brown sugar scrub for a self-care item, because you can't talk about self-care and not utilize a self-care item, right? So I'm going to show you how I'm making it. But before I get started, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so here you see my ingredients. I am starting with some brown sugar. I got this, just from like a regular everyday store. The ingredients are not expensive for this at all. Probably altogether maybe $5 or less. So I'm just putting my brown sugar into my measuring cup. This is half a cup of brown sugar. If you want to make, more than like 2 to 3 jars full, then you definitely need to add some more. So I'm going to put this in my measuring cup. I'm making sure I scoop up every little bit. And then I'm going to move on to the coconut oil. Like I said, this is just regular coconut oil I think I got it from Walmart. It wasn't even open. I typically use coconut oil on my hair. I have to mix it with water so my hair doesn't flake. But that's typically what I use coconut oil for. It's also good for taking off makeup. It's really, really good for that. So if you wear makeup and you ran out of makeup wipes, just put some coconut oil on your face and then wipe it off with a towel. Then you're going to go ahead and put about a half a cup of coconut oil into your measuring cup. And a little thing about coconut oil is that it kind of goes with the weather. So if it is really hot outside, or more so if it's kind of warm in your apartment, you will notice that it will be more liquidy. But I had it in a dry, cool place, so it's still in its hard state. So go ahead and put it in your mixing bowl. And then lastly, this was not required, but I put a few drops of peppermint essential oil in there. I like to use peppermint when I'm like doing my pedicures and when I am washing my hair. I put a little peppermint in my deep conditioner. I started to mix this up with I can't think of what this thing is called, but y'all know. I started to mix it up with that, but then it wasn't working. So I just used my spatula and that worked a lot better. And now that I think about it, it probably would have been easier for me to just melt the coconut oil. I don't know why I didn't think to do that, but you can do it either way. It worked just the same. And now I'm going to take a few scoops and put it in these little jars so that I can give to the ladies. Depending on how many people you are making this for, of course, you're going to have to double the recipe. I was only making it for about 7 ladies, but I still had to make a few more batches of it. And I just took some essential peppermint oil and put it inside of there. It did smell really, really good. And then I just ended up, instead of putting the essential oil in each one, I just put it in the whole recipe. I love to use peppermint oil for myself, for my deep conditions, and for my pedicures. It just really adds, a good tingly feeling. And I'm going to finish making the rest until I get about 7. And in case you're wondering, I got this set of 10 jars from Michael's for a little over $5 because they had a 20% off coupon. And as you can see, this is what it looks like up close, guys. It felt really good on my skin and it smelled really good. I would say this is definitely going to be a really good moisturizing product that I made. And now I am going to put a cute little label on each of these jars. Guys, I suck at cutting. When I was a teacher, I would always have my students to cut stuff for me, or my my assistant in the classroom, because I cannot cut straight for some reason, but I made it work. And these are just some little labels that I made, and I used the color purple because that is the color of domestic violence. And it just says, "Hey Queen, have you practiced your self-care today?" And then it has the ingredients for the scrub. And in case you're wondering, Ms. Duggan, why are you teaching a class on domestic violence? You typically talk about adult daily living skills, right? So independent living skills or adult daily living skills can take on, a wide variety of things. It's not just always, our grooming, our self-care, or, the other things that I typically talk about. Independent living skills can also take on, learning inappropriate and appropriate relationships. And as somebody who is very familiar with domestic violence, because unfortunately I did experience it at some point in my life, I felt that this would be a great opportunity for me to give back in this way to other ladies. So if you are in my area, the DFW area, and you want Ms. Duggan to come and teach a class on domestic violence, hit me down in my email that is in the description box below. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed me making this homemade scrub. Drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. And be sure to check me out over at my blog, DugganDigsDisability.org. Bye.